Muy buenas a todos, soy Mariatxi, bienvenidos a otro capítulo de Raven. Seguimos. Bueno, estamos aquí después de la explosión y nos han mandado desenganchar el vagón de mercancías.
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
Vale, bien, pues algo de luz. Vale, perfecto. Tenemos que buscar algo de luz. Había... No, el vagón del restaurante no, perdona. En donde estaba la caja, hay un montón de... Aquí.
The inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse. It's still quite warm. Too warped to open.
Bueno, no hay... eso se puede bajar del tren.
The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it. Hello?
Vale, arriba no hay nada. Vamos a buscar una linterna, pues visto lo visto. Mira las botellas.
Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs. Enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul.
Una botella de alcohol que siempre viene bien. Bueno, podremos usar un cóctel molotov.
High proof rum. Could be useful. My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine. Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight.
Vale, hay que usarlo con algo, con lo cual probablemente haya que coger un trapo. ¿Examinar qué? ¿Qué había ahí para examinar?
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
If Inspector Legrand says so, it must be so, right?
I have been to war, and this was no minor explosion. I rather doubt that the freight car was packed to the roof with gas canisters.
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Of course.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course. The blackout and the sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion, the dust. Everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Doctor? Can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
Vale, tengo el alcohol, tengo el fuego, necesito el recipiente. Yo creo que había aquí.
The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or an escaping passenger knocked it over. Wanting to get off the train as quickly as possible after a sudden stop and a massive tremor, that's understandable.
Esto quería el cuenco de
A lot was
dulces.
damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall.
Perfecto. Ahora probablemente pueda usar esto sobre esto. Igual tengo una pequeña... Igual con la cerilla.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff. I filled the bowl about a... Phew, strong stuff.
Sí, pero la cerilla, tío, úsala ahí, coño.
I filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff.
Sí, 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 ya lo has dicho. Ahora, hombre. Ah, vale.
Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame. The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source. The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source.
Vale, necesito algo más, está claro. Vale, vale. Vamos a ver qué podemos encontrar por aquí, pues. Nada. Hay algo para coger ahí. Un trozo de tela. Ahora sí. Ahora que hacemos una especie de cóctel molotov. Ahora sí. Cortina.
The flame
Venga.
is certainly bigger and hotter than a match, but even so, the curtain would probably just smolder. That should do it. Can't really say the fabric was eager to soak up the rum. I, on the other hand, soaked up enough in my fingers to smell like a drunk.
Es lo que suele pasar.
A fine, but rather heavy curtain probably doesn't burn easily, like the tablecloths. Safety regulations require it, which, given the present situation, is actually a good thing. The alcohol on the curtains would burn just as dimly as in the bowl. It's no good.
¿Pero por qué, eh?
That'll get me something like a Molotov cocktail. I want light, but I don't want it to come from a wall of flames.
¿Qué se me escapa? ¿Qué se me escapa? Maldita sea. Bueno, sigo buscando. A ver hasta dónde puedo ir. Pues mira, silla. Podré partir algo de
If it's
silla.
not bothering me, I'll leave it there.
Vale, pues nada, si no te estorba a ti, a mí tampoco. Vamos a mirar por el exterior y seguimos bajando a ver hasta dónde deja.
I don't see Legrand or the constable, but I can make out the silhouettes of some of the passengers. They seem to be unscathed. All the same, the fire is getting bigger, and I don't have much time. I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car. I'm positive that Legrand has everything else under control.
Vale, hay algo pues que... Vale, silla y aquí el extintor. Vale, qué jodido, tú que escondido está el extintor. Y ahí arriba había algo más.
I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics. It'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here.
Vale, perfecto. Mira que bien, tengo una pata.
All right, let's go.
Y aún había algo más. Creo que se ha puesto. Mira por la ventana. Y mira por la ventana. Vale, pues ya está. Ahora probablemente... Ahora sí, ahora tengo una antorcha. O sea, esto está así de claro. Ahora tengo una antorcha... ahora sí, bingo.
The alcohol on the curtain burns just as darkly as in the bowl. It's no help.
No me jodas. Qué jodido, ¿eh?
Carling Black Label. No good. Insufficient alcohol content. For practical purposes, I mean. Not for drinking. Champagne. The finest. Maybe we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though,
Vaya,
it's
mi gozo en
no
un
use to me.
pozo. Cago en la leche.
It's taking too long. Time is running out.
Pero esto fijo que es así.
The material won't be able to soak up any more alcohol. The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source.
Necesito algo que haga prender. Como Dios manda. Pero aquí no hay más. No me va a dejar ir al siguiente vagón.
I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car.
Vale, ya lo sé. Me queda esto, ¿no? ¿Qué más? Este.
The fire is sucking the oxygen out of the tunnel and filling it here in the Alps.
Y que ya lo has dicho antes, tío. Pues, macho. Aquí no hay más cosas. Alcohol, llama alcohol. Antorcha pringada de ron.
The alcohol on the curtain burns just as darkly as in the bowl. It's no help.
No lo tengo nada claro. Tío, en las películas funciona. O sea, es que no... Vamos a ver. Limpiar aceite y grasa mecanismo.
Okay,
La madre
I'll
lo trajo.
smear some grease on the curtain.
Ahora... ahora habrá aceite, my friend. Ahora sí, my friend.
I'm the god of fire.
¡Hala! Vámonos. Y ahora sí, ahora con un poco de fuego sí veo lo que hago.
That's better now. A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay. Good. The coupling isn't under tension anymore. I should be able to uncouple it now. There we go. Time to get out of here.
Perfecto. Este sigue ahí sujetando su maletín.
Listen, everybody. Listen. Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure.
Help!
Anda, que nos hemos dejado el crío.
Matty! No!
Joder con torrente, tú. Uy, que lo pasamos. Qué bueno. No hay maquinista encima, ¿eh? Va a full.
Matt, where are you? Oh.
Bueno, vamos a buscar a Matt.
Matt, are you there? Nothing.
Mira, ahí está.
Hey, there you are. What were you thinking? Come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man!
What man?
There was a man. He was coughing.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down from the roof.
What are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
There's so many cops and thieves and explosions and everything. Then I need a pistol too.
Makes sense. All right. First, I'll stop the train, and then we'll have a chat, okay? You want to come out? Good idea. You stay put.
La locomotora no se detiene sola y no puedo meterme en la cabina por el fuego.
I suppose this handbag belongs to Miss Miller, Matt's mother. Lady Westmacott's bag is probably smaller and more expensive.
Venga, a ver si encontramos algo.
Ah,
Ha visto la ala. Mira que bien. Vamos a hacer al chaval para que esté protegido contra los malos.
Matt, look,
Thanks.
cover me, okay?
No problem.
Cúbreme. Qué bueno, tío, qué bueno. Vale, vamos a seguir al vagón siguiente. Aquí a ver si nos escapa algo. Mira, vamos a mirar por la ventana. Mientras tanto vamos a mirar algo más. Parece que no hay nada más.
The engine and the coal tender are burning stronger and harder. The airflow is feeding the flames. I have to decouple the wagons immediately.
Bueno, vamos a examinar todo esto, ¿no? Igual con un poco de suerte.
I can't get in. I presume the Baroness's luggage
Bueno,
toppled over and
perfecto.
is blocking the door.
El del profe este, que tiene mala pinta. Me da mala pinta este hombrecillo. A ver si podemos entrar. Bien, perfecto. Igual podemos... No podremos examinar... Mira, aquí hay algo. No podremos examinar...
Professor Lucien's suitcase. Unlike the
bolsito.
leather bag, he left it behind when he fled the train with the other passengers.
Eso, la bolsa de cuero, pero...
I don't think there's anything interesting in it. Whatever the professor is hiding from me, it's in his leather bag.
Qué manía, tío. Mira, ¿qué más te da? Abrir el grifo. ¿Y para qué?
The tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running.
Toalla. Vale.
A large, soft towel, very comfortable.
Vamos a
I'll
cogerla.
wrap it around my neck to keep my hands free. What have you got yourself into? Couldn't you have just let it be? But no, of course not. And now you're here, on an out-of-control train in the Alps, responsible for the life of a child who'd be doomed without you. What are you waiting for, eh? Time to save the day.
Vamos a mojarla. Cuando hay fuego siempre hay que mojar.
Soaking up the cold water.
Vale, perfecto. ¿Tenemos algo más?
The situation isn't that desperate.
No podemos beber. Esto no podemos coger. Esto tampoco. La cuchilla tampoco. El grifo es lo único que nos deja. Esto no podemos coger. Nada. Hala, pues venga, nos vamos. ¿Dónde está la salida? Aquí. Poco hemos podido coger, pero bueno. Es que las pistas encima...
I can hardly see out of the window because of the smoke. I don't know how much coal is burning on the tender up there, but it must be tons. I can't do anything about the fire.
Es una... toalla. Esto no va a funcionar, no va a ser tan sencillo.
Damn, that makes things extremely complicated. How can I stop the train?
Vamos a coger el hacha. Venga, eso es.
An axe is for emergencies. If this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is.
Muy bien, pues seguimos avanzando. Tenemos una toalla, tenemos un hacha. Y...
If the emergency brake doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. Here goes.
hay que desenganchar la locomotora.
Ouch! Hot.
Coño, que me quemo. Vale, perfecto. Con la toalla. Venga, abre. Bien.
Locked.
Pues con el hacha.
The handle is already too hot to touch.
Vamos a ver. Pues vamos a hacer así. No me jodas, tío.
Locked.
No puedo usar el hacha. Qué raro.
The towel is soaked, it's cold, it's heavy, and the water is slowly running down my back. I hope it's worth it. This door leads to the tender. It will be uncomfortable, no doubt, but I don't think that the flames are directly behind the door. I suppose there's a relatively safe space in the lee of the tender where one could stay a little while.
Tengo alguna combinación que lo haga, o sea, no hay, es que no hay otra, pero claro.
Not very handy. On the other hand, one does need a certain heft to accomplish anything. Not very... Okay, we'll do it the hard way.
Pues si le he dado, si antes le he dado. He usado el hacha en la puerta. ¿Y ahora qué? Un poco raro ha sido, pero bueno, ya está hecho, ni tan mal.
Ah, the coupling. It looks just like the one on the freight car. That
Pues
means
tira la palanca de
first I
rodeo.
have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension. It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Pues el hacha, tío. Está. No está complicado. Ahora la otra.
That should do the trick.
Y ahora la otra.
The coupling won't release because it's under too much tension.
Venga, pues parece que ya está. ¿Está o no está?
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us.
Hay que frenarlo.
What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
Bueno. Pues se ha acabado. ¿Y esto qué? Ah, le está contando lo que quería. Vale, vale. La verdad que es un poco raro, lo del... Lo del hacha, porque yo juraría haberle dado el hacha, pero bueno.
That's you.
Qué oportuno. No te ha oído nadie, no te ha oído nadie. Deja un sobre.
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there, but then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well. Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure. What else could he be?
A woman?
No. Girls can't be thieves. Girls are always honest.
If only you knew. Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash, an Italian passport, blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for
For the cruise!
what?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Me voy al Cairo.
It's evidence.
And my chance to go with you.
The ticket and everything else in the envelope are part of my investigation. And you have no part to play in Cairo.
If I hadn't given you the envelope, you'd have no proof that the Raven's heir would be on the ship.
Ugh. The ship is his next chance to steal the eye, and he won't give up until he has it.
And that's precisely why you should let me come along.
No.
What else did you find out in the tunnel?
Not much. After we came out of the tunnel, Robert and I questioned the passengers.
Which didn't turn up anything new.
No, the engineer and the fireman were missing. They were found a few kilometers back on the track. Both claimed to have been overwhelmed by a shadow and thrown off the train.
But you don't believe that.
I'm checking their stories. One of them may have been paid to eliminate the other one.
How could the Raven's heir have found out about the trap? How was he able to put the dynamite in the box and place the letter?
The dynamite was probably already in the box when I put it in the safe. I didn't check it.
You had no reason to do so.
It wasn't my only mistake. I knew someone was on the roof of the freight car, but I let myself be distracted by that damned letter.
How did you know?
Too late. I should have reacted instantly.
And what about the ship? I have earned the right to join you.
What you did was extraordinary. Far more than anyone could have a right to expect from you.
And you still want to leave me behind?
You met our foe and barely escaped with your life. You may not be that lucky next time.
It wasn't luck.
You can return to Switzerland with your head held high. Enjoy your triumph.
I have not achieved anything yet. The Fiend tried to kill us, and he's still at large.
Venga, hombre. Déjame ir. Que si no se acaba el juego, coño.
Inspector Legrand, an urgent telegram from Paris.
Bad news?
It's about the unfortunate events on the train. I'm to return to Paris and explain myself.
But sir, what about the eye?
They want to inform the Egyptian authorities that there might be a burglary attempt.
Might?
Egyptian authorities? What if the jewel is stolen at sea?
I know. I never received it. Keep a close watch on the loading of the eye, Robert.
Aye, sir. It was a pleasure meeting you, Constable Zelda.
What is the constable's problem with me?
I think he's jealous.
Normal.
Scotland Yard assigned him to assist me, just as you were sent by the Swiss authorities.
With the distinction that he may go to Egypt.
Y dale,
Robert is
R que
to
R.
accompany me at all times. Your mission was restricted to Switzerland.
At this moment, I want to be sent back to Switzerland just as much as you want to be sent back to Paris.
I know, but I'm walking on thin ice, and I can't carry you too.
I hope you're aware of the fact that you're risking your career.
Indeed I am.
Why do you care so much about this case? Someone pretends to be the Raven, and you promptly risk your career?
What if he's not just pretending?
What do you mean by that?
It's his handwriting. And there's only one person who ever called me Nico. Have you ever considered the possibility that I shot the wrong man?
But what do you mean by that?
Let us assume just for a moment that the person I shot and who fell from the roof was not the Raven. Who would have cared enough to uncover the truth? The chief of police, the politicians? No. They wanted to revel in a successful manhunt, and it was the best thing that could have happened to the Raven. The search for him was over. He had no reason to fear me anymore. I had so many medals afterwards that he could hear them jingling kilometers away.
And now he's back? And you're the only one who can stop him? Does that sound probable to you?
The feathers, the letters. Nico. No one outside the police force knew that the Raven used to call me that in his letters.
Policemen gossip, and there are plenty of forgers. You can't seriously intend to stake your reputation on such weak evidence.
My reputation rests on something that I probably did not do. I have to find out who's behind all this.
And the second eye is in that safe?
Yes, an emerald. It's been kept in a bank in Zurich since the start of the war. I personally took it out of the bank vault, and Professor Lucien certified that it was the real thing.
And while a fake jewel was sent by train,
the real one was brought here in an armored car.
How is it protected?
You can only open the safe if you have 3 special keys. Professor Lucien has one, and Baroness von Trebitz, who's paying for all this, has the second. The third was sent by air courier to Dr. Abbas Mokhtar, the director of the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
So, not even you could possibly open the safe before it
Así
arrives
que
in
no podemos
Egypt.
estar vacía.
That's correct. We don't want to make it too easy for potential thieves.
Commendable. Let's review. One of the 2 most valuable jewels in the world was stolen. Obviously, the second one will be next, and you suspect a legendary burglar who's been dead for 5 years.
Go on.
The second jewel is about to be put on board over there, in a safe that requires 3 keys. Our thief may already have the first key, the archaeologist's key, from the train. We don't know anything about the status of the second key, which was meant to be air freighted to Cairo.
We have to assume that he already has it.
Therefore, there's just 1 key left. The Baroness's.
Correct.
So, you'll need my eyes on board.
Look,
Qué
you can
cancho el tío.
keep your eyes open for me here on the wharf. I'd be most grateful. But when this ship sets sail, you will not, I repeat, not be on board.
But, Inspector,
We're dealing with a dangerous man, and I will pursue him regardless of the consequences. I won't let you get mixed up in this affair.
it's still my decision.
No, it's not. It's mine, and I've already made it. Good day, Constable Zellner.
Bueno. Parece que no va a haber forma de convencer al inspector, así que tendremos que buscarnos la idea de ser un polizón o alguna otra cosa parecida. Pues muy bien, vamos a dejarlos aquí. Se nos ha ido un poco de madre. Este capítulo un poquito más largo de lo que me hubiera gustado, pero es que creo que no venía a cuento cortar antes. Y creo que tampoco podía, para que vamos a engañar. Bueno, pues ya sabéis, un buen like, un buen comentario, alguna suscripción, lo de siempre. Seguiremos dándole a este de Raven. Sed buenos, nos vemos.